I'm gonna tell you a story, and it's a true story. It's for your entertainment, your soul entertainment only. So, yeah, I'm in a number 9 year, and leading right up into it, last year, my boyfriend and I had just started our relationship earlier in the year, and we purchased flights to travel to Vietnam on a tourist visa back in November 2019. And somewhere along the line, those flights were canceled, and we weren't refunded the money. And because life is all busy, you know, it's the end of the year, there's a lot going on, working our jobs, preparing. I was moving apartments, just so much work. And it's the high season in Thailand where I was living at the time. And so, you know, it's just one of those task items. Oh, there's no troubles, there's no worries about it. We'll just, you know, we'll deal with this needing to check into flights and get a refund later. So meanwhile, January comes along, the new year comes along, time is a-ticking, and I do a tarot card reading for myself with a group of amazing women around me, sisters, soul sisters. And as I'm doing this reading for myself, you know, normally I'm facilitating all of these things, so I haven't been doing my own personal readings for myself. And as I'm doing this reading, I'm seeing images and messages that are loud and blaring in my face, letting me know, girlfriend, you're not prepared for what is about to come. So I go home that night and I let my boyfriend know, honey, I've got a weird feeling, intuition. I've got a weird feeling about something, and you know how we're supposed to like try to resolve this situation with Vietnam? Now I know we haven't resolved it, and I know we still haven't gotten our refund on our tickets, and we're trying to, you know, apply that money towards getting our ticket flight to Vietnam. But I have a weird feeling about all this. What do you think about Georgia? So I'll just stop right there, and we'll pick up where this story now will unfold in its own meandering way. But it is now the 19th of March, and we're living in Georgia, and it's incredible. Today the sun is shining, our jobs are steady, the whole rest of the world is in a pandemic of a lockdown and self-quarantining and coronavirus, and it's incredible, it's awful, it's inspiring, it's terrifying. And here's where my story starts. I fell apart. This is 2 days ago. I fell apart between trying and trying. My inner reptile took over and shut me down. I felt engulfed by my own energy inside, whirlwind of darkness, fire, hurricane, and crushing pain. I was crying out, fearful, begging God to save me. I do find that invoking God brings total sobriety to my experience. Like a bucket of ice water or a barrel of dirt put onto the fire just douses my reality. But it doesn't ever feel like a victory. It doesn't ever feel good. There is no victory. There is always defeat. But there is survival. I feel alone with my own sense of shame, my own sense of self-betrayal, my own anger, my own disappointment. I feel alone. I can only see backwards. Hindsight is 2020. A bird chirps and I feel my tissues are so tired. This is my first winter in 5 years. And maybe I didn't know. I would want to go inward if I could. Have it all my way. I'd want to go inward. This is my first winter in 5 years. I saw snow for the first time in 5 years. All my way inward is comfort zone. Warm, cozy home, sweet sweatpants, fresh coffee, hot tea, home-baked cookies, extra sleep, slippers and socks, video games off the clock, playing until my own boredom returns to say, hey, let's go live in the real world. Hot meals, happy meals, joking around, having sex, comfort. Wine and baby teacups, watching children's movies, Harry Potter, really watching, knowing that I'm watching movies, watching snowfall melting on the wet dirt, birds chirping. It's mid-March, and before I came here, the ties told me, Sarah, the sky has changed. Life will never be the same. Good riddance, I say. Tony loves me. My boyfriend Tony, he loves me. He and I can talk. We can discuss our problems, listen to each other. The quality of our relationship, we can improve it. Not just because I want to, but because he chooses me. He chooses to. He wants to. I feel his love. He looks me in the eyes and he listens. He responds. He holds me the way I like to be held. He opens up and shares his feelings with me. He is honest with me. He acts proactively to make our home a great place to be. He is calm and considerate. He is kind and helpful. He is generous, trusting. He is emotionally supportive. He is wise. I asked him after I fell apart, Tony, I'd like a favor from you. Yeah, he responds. What is it? Honey, will you look through these cards and choose the ones that you want to give me? These cards. He knew exactly what I was talking about. We did this at my birthday just about a month ago, and it was so special. Later, after dinner, I sat down across the dinner table from him, and he looked at me. The bright light overhead brought us into this comforting, careful moment together. I chose these cards out of all of the cards for you. And first, he handed me segment. Seeing her almost pissed me off because I knew she was coming. And all I feel is weak. You are stronger than you think you are. A cascade of, I don't think so. Yeah, well, I guess so, but I'm never strong enough. Flooded through my head like a freaking dirty dishwasher. Dishwashing my reality of being here in this nice, safe, warm room. Or the sound of my sweet and loving boyfriend near me. Tony, and he took my hands in his hands. Sarah, you are very strong. This is why I choose you. Stop comparing yourself to what you think you should be or other people. Just because you aren't 7 feet tall and ripped, it doesn't mean that you aren't strong. You have incredible strengths of your own, your awareness, your communication skills, your relationship skills. You are stronger than you realize. I felt my thoughts, watched them from a distance. From a distance, they all coalesce and collide together, flooding together like frantic fish caught in a net in a barrel. perhaps knowing all too well there's no end in sight for them other than they're dying. And they're still trying to fight, trying to escape, trying with the very will of their given existence, giving everything they've got. But they're just defeated. The pain. What Tony said was true, and to deny it would be futile. It would be juvenile of me. It would be an embarrassing and blatant lie. And with as much as I did not feel strong, I felt like these defeated guppies. I want to feel strong. I want to be strong. And so I willed myself not to protest. And my breath picked up, finally inhaling and taking in what he said. Wow, I had been holding my whole body in this long, tight, empty exhale. Taking in air, self-affirming oxygen, and his affirmations, his life-affirming affirmations, this life-affirming oxygen, this life-affirming external reality. Taking it in, and it's swimming in my chest, and it's bleeding through me like Jesus bleeding on the cross, surrendering wholly in non-reactivity, in non-resistance, in total unconditional love, faith, and humility. I feel and felt achingly, vulnerably alive. I felt how desperately afraid my mind has always been of living my life. Because no matter my fear, no matter whether it fights or freezes or flees, I have so much determination and so much innate willpower that I cannot stop. So far, I cannot stop or discipline my body to stop from pushing forward through the pain and finding a way through. Now, this is great for my survival, but good God, has it really hurt my body and torn up my soul. The way I have survived, the way I have lived, the way I am dying. So painful. These are all my choices, and my choices cause and beget more choices and circumstances and consequences that I'm now in, which now influence my set of choices, and I make them, and I have wedged myself deeper into my life. I understand. This is all built-in reality. And without my mind having known omnisciently what every opportunity would result in and what everyone else's free will and choices were going to crash together and create. This is all what's truly ahead of me, is just the realization that no matter where I'm finding myself, I must grieve and feel my pain. To grieve and to release it, to surrender, to forgive myself, and release all this debris that has come along in my journey and also shaped my understanding of life and also my understanding of the power within. I'm ready to release all that this life has given to me because I am it. I am it. I am life. I am already shaped. I'm scarred. I'm formed. And now I feel the truth is that I am free. And I do not want to position myself in being free and not feeling free. I want to feel free. I'm not going to put myself in a prison again. Not like I did earlier in my life when I didn't know where I was going or what to do, or didn't know what choices I had or have within me. I'm not gonna live like I did all these decades before when I caved into my own lack of self-awareness. I do not want to avoid myself anymore in my life. Ever. I am my own sanctuary. I am my sanctuary. I am a sanctuary of peace, power, love, unconditional love, faith, courage, inspiration, wisdom. I feel pain. I feel fear, and I live and breathe anyway. And I know my true needs. I am listening to my needs. I am hearing my inner voice. I am my sanctuary. And my sanctuary is providing me with all of the power that I need to exist and to externalize my best life. A life that I've created and built my safety, built my environment, built with all the right and consistent choices that nurture my body, my heart, my soul, to allow my mind the creative outlets, the pathways for it to give itself fully, pathways for it to give itself, whether for loss or gain. It's really not especially about gaining, because I have such a creative, open mind. I mean, that is my freedom. My mind is not my prison. My mind is my freedom. And I want to allow my mind to flow freely, because I am free. I am not going to keep my mind under pressure. I'm going to think every thought. I'm going to dream all of my dreams. I'm going to believe in everything, and I am seeing myself more clearly. I am feeling myself more strongly. And I am free to make sense of my reality and my relationships within me as real, because I am real. I am Sekhmet. And he gave me 2 more cards. 2 more cards. And I'll think about sharing those cards with you as well in my next time that I show up. Until then, I am digging a little bit of music and getting ready to share my best self.